So, what is up, guys? I've been getting a lot of these ideas of what to actually film, what you guys want to watch, and someone commented on my last Instagram post, even though I haven't posted in a long time. I think that last post I posted was actually like last August or something like that. I don't even remember, but they commented asking me, you know, what do I actually do, or how do I balance my work and just my life in general. So usually, like, how I try to structure my days is to get really intense work done straight when I wake up. So lately I've been waking up around 7 o'clock in the morning, and the reason, like, that's pretty fucking late if you ask me, because I used to wake up like at 5 o'clock in the morning. But recently, since I've been trying to get a lot of these projects done and I've been getting a lot of work, trying to focus in on actually producing and exponentially growing my income 10x, 100x. So I've been kind of staying up at night a lot sometimes. Sometimes I stay up until like 3 o'clock in the morning just working on ads. And yeah, there's like, what I recommend for people to do definitely is to just structure out their days, as in what's the most important things that they need to get done. So I always plan out my day the day before. So the day actually starts for me the night before. I kill everything, as in I go ahead and kill my laptop, go ahead and kill my phone. Well, actually my phone's been killed. I don't even use my phone anymore, because using your phone gets you so distracted. And let's say I just plan on going on Instagram for like 5 minutes. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go respond to all my DMs. I have like 25, 50 messages that I want to go ahead and respond so I can help these people out more. I end up responding to them, and for some reason I get lost inside of the algorithm, inside of the rabbit hole. I end up just scrolling for like 30 minutes, and then once I realize it, for some reason my brain still wants to scroll even though there's no objective, right? So that's why I've stopped using the phone as much. I really don't even use it anymore. I actually don't use it, only to go and respond to you guys on my Instagram and YouTube. Not even YouTube, because I just use my laptop for that. But I always plan out my day the night before. I actually got this from my mentor, Sam Ovens. He gave me this, what does he call it? War map. He gave me this free war map, which is basically it is a calendar on my Google Sheets that lets me plan out my days by months, by days, and it keeps track of what I'm actually supposed to be doing, right? So I actually go ahead and fill that out every single night, if it's not already filled. Usually I pre-plan at least 2 weeks of my work. So for 2 weeks straight, like today, let's say today, if today was the last day that I have any to-dos in my war map, then I'm gonna go ahead and fill out the next 2 weeks. So tonight at 8 o'clock, at 8 o'clock, I'm going to go ahead and actually fill that out for the next 2 weeks. So every day I'm going to have like 5 objectives that I want to hit and I need to get done every single day. So those next 2 weeks are going to be very repeat, right? It's gonna just be repetitive. Do this, and then the next day, same thing. Do this, maybe slight variation. But I go ahead and make sure I go and write that down, because once you go ahead and do that, actually when you go to sleep, I've realized that in my sleep, like now that I'm becoming more conscious of my thinking, I notice like my brain starts thinking of like the random situations during my sleep. That might sound weird to you guys, but I notice like in the middle of me sleeping, I would say, I have these thoughts and I just like turn to the side, right? So if I'm on this side sleeping, I turn to this side, and in that movement of me sleeping or half asleep or whatever you call it, I notice that my brain is thinking something, because it's not even me, it's just like automatic. My brain is thinking and trying to solve on the objectives that I was pre-planned, right? That I pre-planned. So let's say I have these 5 objectives that I want to hit this month, or only 3 objectives, right? My brain is actually figuring all that out while I'm going to sleep, just because I pre-planned it, like, because I do it right before I sleep. I know that's just because your subconscious, right? Your subconscious is so much more powerful than people actually believe and know about. So that's why I believe having these things in order, like making sure that you have a missions list every day, or a to-do list every day, or a get done list, whatever you want to call it, is going to speed up how fast you actually get to where you want to go, right? And I've seen this dramatically increase the amount of productivity I have, and how much I produce, in the amount of income, and just how I'm feeling overall in my head. So work-life balance for me is just making sure that I get enough sleep. That's the main thing. Sleep is gonna be your best friend. If you're not sleeping right, you're not going to be able to focus when you wake up. You're gonna be booting up, as I like to call it, like your computer, right? When you start it up, it boots up. It's gonna take your body like 2 to 3 hours for it to go to full functioning levels if you don't get enough sleep. So work-life balance for me is making sure I get enough sleep, making sure my sleep quality is on point. That has to do with how dark my room is. It has to be kind of cold, so I have a fan on, but I like a lot of blankets. I like a lot of weight on me, like when I'm sleeping. That gets me really deep sleep and really high quality sleep, which makes me work and focus for longer periods of time. So that is very important, having enough sleep, having good quality sleep. Number 2 is going to be, what type of inputs are you putting inside of your subconscious, inside of your brain? So by that I mean, like, how are you brainwashing yourself? What type of values, and what's your mission? What type of ideas and knowledge and all that type of stuff are you implanting in yourself every single day? So whether that's, doing subliminals every single day, like subliminal messages through audios, which is super powerful. I've just figured this out around last August or so. I started listening to this Bob Proctor subliminals. So Bob Proctor, if you don't know who that is, Bob Proctor is a legend. Go look him up on YouTube. That's all I'm going to say. Look him up on YouTube and put in subliminals, and it's just him repeating this key phrase, which is, this is how I know that I'm super brainwashed, because I know this like the back of my hand, and I'm even going to say it in the tone he says it. I am super happy and grateful that money comes to me in continuous quantities, in increasing quantities, through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I am super happy and grateful that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I am super happy and grateful that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. So he repeats this over and over and over in my head. And that has made so much difference that's the frequency level I'm playing at now. Like, that's what my brain is repeating to me every single day. Not even my brain. I like to call it my brain also, because a lot of people can't distinguish between the brain and their soul, or their soul and their subconscious and their conscious. And I'm gonna get way too deep into this. I might scare some of you guys off, but that's the whole gist of it. Repeating stuff to yourself is so powerful. So I've started doing that, and that has made all the difference. I also started listening to audiobooks and reading books. Okay, so the audiobooks, same concept applies. It's the repetitiveness of all this, listening to the same type of concepts over and over, like embeds them inside of your subconscious, which means that now every single day When you wake up, those are the first things that you're gonna start thinking of. I am super happy and grateful, which I actually have that written right in front of me. Like, I did this last August, like I said as well. That's when I started seeing dramatic change. I went ahead and just wrote on a white piece of printer paper with a Sharpie, I am grateful, really red, really big and red. And then on another paper I wrote, I am grateful, and then I wrote, I am wealthy. So every day when I wake up out of my bed, that's the first thing I see. I am grateful. And that alone has made me just wake up, read that I am grateful, and I start thinking of the things I'm grateful for. Simple things. It doesn't even have to be extraordinary things. Just things that make you feel good. Things that you're actually really grateful for. So I woke up, I have warm blankets, I have my own king, queen size, whatever size bed, have my own room. I'm grateful, right? I'm grateful. I even woke up today, I'm grateful. I have all my body parts, I'm grateful. So as you guys can see, this habit will definitely start increasing your gratefulness, on how grateful you are, and that is directly linked to how successful you're going to be, because grateful people end up attracting a lot of abundance, and you want to be very abundant in everything. Don't think scarcity. There's no such thing as limited amounts of anything, whether that's energy, and I know that sounds crazy, right? But there's no limited amounts of anything, whether that's knowledge, energy, money, whatever you want to call it. There's more than enough for all of us. So you want to start thinking abundance, okay? So work-life balance for me is really just focusing on these three main areas of my life, which is just sleep, right? And health, which includes sleep as well, but as well as mental health. And also the last thing, right? So making sure my sleep is on point, making sure I'm eating good, making sure I'm healthy mentally. Last thing that definitely has helped me, you know, do all this and keep this kind of balance. It's not really balance. I don't believe in balance as most of you guys might think, like a scale being balanced. I understand that you need to take and have sacrifices. So you need to sacrifice things, right? Maybe you have to sacrifice some family time. Maybe you have to sacrifice some whatever time, girlfriend time, boyfriend time, wife time. So definitely those are the things that have been helping me out a lot, and how I try to keep a relatively balanced work and life, but most importantly just feel good and be grateful and abundant and just vibrate, okay? Always visualize yourself beyond ordinary. Fuck being mediocre. Bah. I think that's gonna be it for this video. Every day is Monday. I'll see you guys in the next one. And if you made it this far, we do still have that giveaway going on and the wait list, right? For simplified e-commerce. Go ahead, enter that right away. First link in the bio, in the description, in the bio, in the caption, whatever you want to call it. See you guys tomorrow.
All the people say